In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a feedback and rating option in Shopify. Unfortunately, since Shopify doesn't support this functionality by default, what we need to do is use a third-party platform. Don't worry though, it's completely free and also very easy to set up. So the first thing I want you to do is to click the first link in the description of this video, which will take you to the Classable platform. Once you click to the link, this is the page they're going to see. From here, I want you to click on Start for Free, which will automatically take you to the sign up page of the Classable platform. And all you have to do here is choose how you want to sign up for the platform. I will personally recommend you to sign up using a Shopify account because that'll make the integration between the two platforms significantly easier. So go ahead and click on Sign up with Shopify. And then you'll be taken to the Shopify login screen. Simply log into your Shopify account, and then you'll be taken to this page, which is where you'll be asked to install the Classable plugin straight on your Shopify website. Simply go ahead and click on install right here in the bottom right corner of the screen, and in just a couple of seconds, you'll be redirected to the back end of your Classable account. This is what it looks like, and before I show you how to set everything up, if you take a look on the left hand side of the screen right here, you will see that by default, you'll be assigned to the free plan. If you go ahead and click on that, I want to quickly run through the usage limitations of the free plan, just so you can get an idea of what it has to offer, or if you need to choose a different plan. So if you take a look on the screen right here, you can see some of the usage limitations of the free plan. So for example, you can get up to 3,000 monthly page views on your Classable widgets on Shopify. You can, however, make as many widgets as you like. Do bear in mind that with the free plan, you also get the Powered by Classable badge. So if you want your feedback and ratings widget to be 100% ad free, or if you plan to get more than 3,000 monthly page views on your Shopify website, then go ahead and click on Upgrade Plan right here, which will take you to the Classable's plans page. This is what it looks like, and here you can see all the different plans that the platform has to offer. So this right here, for example, is the Pro 50 plan, which allows you to get up to 50,000 monthly page views on your Classable widgets on Shopify. As part of this plan, you can access all the features and functionalities of the platform. You don't get the Powered by Classable badge. You can create as many widgets as you like, and then you also get priority support as well. And if you use the slide and you go to the right, you can access all the bigger plans that the platform has to offer. So yeah, browse through the different plans, choose the one that works best for you, and if you'd like to save some money, I definitely recommend you to subscribe to the plan that you want on an annual basis, as that will save you 25% of the total cost of the plan. So for example, the Pro 250 plan right here, the price will go from $99 per month down to $69 per month. And if you'd like to save an additional 20%, you can also use my discount code at checkout, which you can find in the description of this video. If I go ahead and use it right now, you can see that this particular plan will go from $69 per month down to $55 per month. Now that you know a little bit more about the different plans that the Classable platform has to offer, let me show you how to create the exact type of feedback or ratings widget that you want and how to integrate it with your Shopify website. So the first thing I want you to do is to click on new widget right here on the top, and then you will see this pop up here. The first thing that you want to do here is decide whether you want to start completely from scratch or if you want to choose an existing template. I would personally recommend you to go for a template because all templates are fully customizable anyway, so that's going to save you a whole lot of time and effort in the process, and that's the route I'm going to be taking today. So go ahead and click on Template Library, and once you do that, you'll then be taken to this page, which is where you can see all the different templates that the Classable platform has to offer. Now the first thing you want to do here is narrow down your options so you only see the templates that are relevant to you. In this particular case, we're looking for feedback and ratings templates. So what I want to do here is go to use case, and then underneath here, I want you to click on the collect feedback option. And once you do that, on the right hand side here, you already see a bunch of different templates that we can use. Now in my particular case, that's going to be the only checkbox that I'm going to tick right here. But as you can see, there's a bunch of different options that you can also choose from. So go ahead and tick the ones that are relevant to you. Choose the template that you want to go with, and then go ahead and click on it to select it. In my particular case, I'm going to be going with this particular template right here because it looks pretty nice and clean, and it requires very minimal customization in terms of what I'm looking for. So that's going to be the template that I'm going to go with. Like I said previously, all templates are fully customizable anyway, so don't worry too much about the initial look just yet. So this right here is what my template looks like before I make any changes to it. This here is the rating page. Then you have the success page and the error page as well. If you're happy with this template and you want to go ahead and customize it, go ahead and click on use this template in the top right corner of the screen, which will then take you to the Classable's template editor. This is what it looks like. And in my particular case, I'm not going to make too many changes to my template because I'm only recording a tutorial video, so it doesn't really matter for me. I just want to quickly show you what's possible, and then I'll let you customize yours to your specific requirements. So for example, if you want to go ahead and delete a particular element that you don't want to have in the final version of your widget, simply go ahead and click on it to highlight it, and then press the backspace button on your keyboard. And just like that, as you can see, the component has been deleted. If you want to go ahead and customize a particular element, let's just say that I want to make this piece of text right here a little bit bigger. What I want to do is click on it again, and then on the right hand side of the screen, you will get the editor for that particular element. In our case, we're looking for font size, which is right here. and then we just need to press the plus icon here a couple of times, and then as you can see, the text automatically changes on the left hand side as well. Now, besides customizing and deleting existing elements from your template, you can also add additional components to it as well. To do that, go on the left hand side of the screen right here, which is where you'll find all the different components that you can add to your particular template. Now, in my particular case, I want to capture the email address of the person who is filling out this form right here. So I'm going to go to fields, and then here you can find the email option right on the top, and then simply drag it and drop it anywhere that you want within your template. In my particular case, I'm going to place it right here on the top, and as soon as I drop it, as you can see, it gets added. In my case, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller like that, just so it fits better. Now, besides that, if you take a look at the right hand side of the screen here, we can choose between a bunch of different layouts for a particular template. I can make my template a pop-up, I can make a floating box, which I can position at the bottom left, in the middle right here, or anywhere else I want within my website. And then if you want, you can also make a content blocking widget, which basically blocks all the content on your Shopify website until the person either fills out the form or closes it down. In my particular case, I want to have my widget as a pop-up, and that's the option I'm going to stick with. But yeah, as you can see, customizing the template is super straightforward and very easy to do. Once you're ready to move forward, go ahead and click on save in the top right corner of the screen, and then you'll be taken to this page, which is where we get to customize when and how a widget is going to be shown on a Shopify website. So in terms of display frequency here, I'm going to set mine to do not limit, and in terms of when to display, I'm going to set it to immediately, because I don't want there to be any delay whatsoever. I want it to be shown as soon as somebody lands on my Shopify website. Now, these are the only two settings that I'm going to customize, but by all means, if you want to, go ahead and customize all these at the bottom here as well if they're relevant to you. Once you're ready with this, go ahead and click on next in the top right corner of the screen. And if you want to integrate your widget with any other platform, like Google Analytics as an example, this is where you do that. In my case, this is irrelevant, so I'm going to click on done once more. And once you've done that, we are pretty much ready to go. The next thing you want to do here is change the status of your widget from unpublished to published, and then click on save once more in the top right corner of the screen. After that, click on how to enable, and then click on open Shopify. Alternatively, you can just open your Shopify website manually. I'm going to click on this right here, wait for it to load, and then we should see our widget appear right away as soon as my Shopify store loads. And as you can see, here it is. It looks super nice and clean. And as you can see, it's also fully interactive. And that's about it. That's how to add a feedback and rating option in Shopify. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help you out.